All right, today we're diving into a tool that's trying to completely change how we deal with information. It's called Notebooklm from Google. And look, this isn't just another research app. It's designed to be a true AI partner for your brain. So let's break down what that really means.
Our biggest problem right now isn't finding information. We're literally drowning in it. It's coming at us from articles, videos, reports, you name it. The real challenge, the hard part, is figuring out how to make sense of it all, how to find the important stuff in all that noise.
So yeah, how do you take all these different pieces, these different sources, and actually synthesize them into something you genuinely understand? That is the exact question Notebooklm was built to solve.
So what's the big deal with Notebooklm? What makes it so different? Well, it's not just another chatbot that scans the entire internet. Its real power, its secret sauce, comes from one very specific and honestly brilliant design choice.
And that secret sauce is something called grounded AI. Now, what does that mean? It means that unlike other AI models, Notebooklm isn't allowed to just guess or pull from the billions of things it learned from the open internet. Nope. It is strictly limited to the sources you give it. And that one simple rule is a game changer because it dramatically reduces the risk of the AI making stuff up, those hallucinations. It builds trust because every single answer is tied directly back to your own material.
And the way it works is just incredibly simple. Step 1, you add your sources. That could be PDFs, Google Docs, even links to YouTube videos. Then, step 2, you just start talking to your documents. You ask questions, ask for summaries, ask it to find connections. And step 3, you get answers that are always grounded in the content you provided.
Okay, so that's the theory. But let's see how this thing actually performs in the real world. We're going to follow a project from our source material. Someone using Notebooklm to research and design a brand new AI language learning app.
First things first, you got to gather your intelligence. For a project like this, you need the full picture, right? So the user uploads all kinds of stuff. Official industry reports on education, expert advice from startup videos, deep dives on competitors, and even chatter from places like Reddit to hear what real people are complaining about.
Okay, with all those sources loaded up, this is where the magic really starts. The user can now literally have a conversation with their own private knowledge base. They can ask it to summarize the big industry trends, or even better, ask it to pinpoint the single biggest frustration that language learners have today. And boom, there it is, a crucial insight pulled straight from those Reddit threads. It turns out, people feel like the current apps are just glorified flashcards. They aren't helping them become truly fluent. For someone building a new product, that insight right there is pure gold.
Now, let's kick it up a notch. We're heading into a section of the tool called the Studio. This is where Notebooklm stops being just a chat tool and starts getting really creative with your information.
Check this out. One of the wildest features is that it can generate an audio discussion about your research. It's like an instant mini podcast with 2 AI hosts debating the key findings from your sources. In our language app example, they jump right into that user pain point we just found. Just imagine hearing your research brought to life like this, in a natural conversation. The AI hosts nail the core problem from the sources. Existing apps are fine for drills, but they completely fail when it comes to building actual, real-world conversational skills. You can even jump into the chat and ask them follow-up questions yourself. It's wild. But it's not just audio. Notebooklm can also whip up a video overview for you. It'll create a presentation complete with relevant charts and graphics pulled directly from your research. It's an amazing way to get a super quick, dynamic summary of the most important takeaways. And for all you visual thinkers out there, it can generate an interactive mind map. This thing helps you literally see the connections between different ideas, like how market trends, user complaints, and competitor weaknesses are all linked together. It's just a fantastic way to see the whole landscape in a single glance.
All right, all this analysis is great, but what's the point if you don't do something with it, right? So this is the next and maybe most important step, turning all that research into an actual plan.
So, by pulling everything it's learned from all those sources, the AI can help brainstorm a whole wish list of features for this new language app. We're talking everything from 24/7 practice partners to super personalized learning paths. But here's the reality check that every single product developer has to face. You can't build everything at once. You just can't. So what's the absolute core of the product? The user asks Notebooklm to cut through the noise, analyze all the data, and tell them what are the 2 most critical features for a successful launch. And there it is, crystal clear. Distilled from all that research, the AI identifies the 2 features that hit that core user pain point, the lack of fluency, head on. This isn't just a random list. It's a strategic recommendation totally grounded in data that helps focus the entire project.